So back to school means back to online instruction and more challenges for working parents. Here to share some childcare support options is Executive Manager of the YMCA Childcare Resource Service, Shelby Gomez. Shelby, thank you so much for joining us. You are a parent to two young kids, a 3-year-old and a newborn. So you can sympathize with all the parents. We're all getting ready for this new school year, many starting online. It's going to be very challenging for parents, but especially for working parents, they're going to need extra help. What programs are available?
Sure. The Y is finding ways to support families during this crisis, especially when it comes to our mission to support youth development. And it's clearer now than ever before that childcare is essential to our community. So the Y is working to offer solutions. Traditionally, YMCA before and after school programs provide academic support and hands-on enrichment experiences in a safe, structured, and fun environment for children grades kindergarten through middle school. And we've been serving the community for 138 years. So while COVID has brought new challenges, we're doing the work to ensure that our YMCA programs are as safe as possible in alignment with CDC and county public health guidance. We've already been running day camp and preschool programs, and we're going to extend our safe practices from this summer into great programs through the fall. YMCA Childcare Resource Service also can provide childcare resources and referrals to any family that's looking for care right now. If you go to ymcasd.org, we can provide enhanced referrals, which means that our referral advisors will call families on your behalf to find out what childcare programs have spaces that can meet your family's particular needs.
And is there financial help for parents who are struggling, who weren't really expecting this, and their child is in a public school and now they got to figure out childcare?
Sure, yeah, there is some financial help available. YMCA Childcare Resource Service, along with Child Development Associates, are two agencies in San Diego that distribute childcare funding from the state of California in the form of vouchers. There's also another childcare funding source available through Every Child Counts San Diego, I think is the name. But we have two funding sources right now that can provide vouchers for childcare. Those state vouchers, they can go through the rest of the year and on into as long as your child needs care. There's a limited amount of funds available statewide, so apply for those funds and hopefully you can get some of those funds or look to some of our local sources to reach out to some additional support.
Shelby, what are you hearing directly from parents during this difficult time? I know this is keeping a lot of them up at night going, what are we going to do, especially if both parents are essential workers and no one can stay home?
Yeah, a lot of families really need childcare right now. It's not an option. They need to have their child in a place that's safe and secure, and that helps their child to grow. We're in a time when children have not had those social relationships that are so critical to their development. So parents are really looking for a place where they can take their child, where they can have the confidence that they'll be safe and that they'll be in an environment that supports their healthy development. So the YMCA is trying really hard to provide those spaces this fall. We're already doing it this summer, and we will look to provide more of those opportunities because parents just really need it. Kids are looking forward to it, and the experiences that kids are having in daycare and preschool so far are just incredible. They're just so happy to be back with their friends, with teachers, with caring adults who are watching out for them. So it's been a great experience for those who have used it so far.
Well, great to know that you guys have the resources out there and you're really working overtime. You and I were talking before we went on air, and look, you had to move temporarily right now to be with your in-laws so you can get help because you have two kids, but not many people have that option.
We're very lucky, and we know that that's not something that everybody can do, is rely on friends and family to provide that support. So that's why Childcare Resource Service is really trying to make those connections to help families find the care that is available for them. The YMCA is trying to create those care options for families, and like you mentioned, provide the financial support as much as we can to make up for the fact that people were not planning on having an expense this fall. We were planning on sending our children to school, especially to the public schools that take care of our kids on a normal basis. And with that not being available as an in-person option, definitely trying to provide those financial resources as much as
Shelby,
possible.
thank you. It's expensive as it is to live here, so this is an added expense as well, I know. Thank you so much for
Thank you.
getting the families the help that they need, Shelby.
Thanks.